So, alright, I know I just said that I've been away from music. For those of you who are actual fans who know the music, you know that's true. And I just made an album that I just finished right now. And I think it's good. I don't fucking know how people will feel about it. I like it. We're gonna put it out in the fall. It's called Disgraceland. This is a very, very, very new song that I'd like to try out of the album for you guys, if that's cool. So, like always with my songs, there's a little story connected to it, and this song comes from the, hey man, could you shut the fuck up for just a second? I know I did the World Cup, bruh. Okay, actually, well, if you would listen, that's what this is about. So, alright, so after Waving the Flag becomes a hit, right? What happened was, I got a lot of calls suddenly, and this is very strange because I just don't know how to describe it. All these calls, they came from, this is gonna sound so crazy, they came from charity organizations. And I'll tell you why. It's because when I was growing up, you would always see these African people on like every kind of brochure for like some kind of charity. Every charity had to have an African picture, you know? Didn't matter that they weren't even working in Africa. They just thought it was a good idea. Get an African and people might pay you some money. So I just was so used to seeing that shit. But what I didn't expect is when my shit started to go and people were like, oh, they called and they were like, there's an actual famous African. So what we should do is we should work with him, you know, to be a part of our campaign. So you would not believe how many charities called me on that premise. And I was talking to, you know, the actress Lupita Nyong'o, and when she won the Oscar, she said she got the same calls. You know, we're like the only type of like, I'm kind of not that kind of celebrity, but the kind, you know, the Africans are always getting those kinds of calls. So this song is called Don't Call Me Up. And I said this. Yeah. This is how it goes. It's kind of funny. If you wanna bring your Bible to teach the children about survival in Africa, or you wanna feed the needy and speak Swahili, Hakuna Matata, don't call me up, don't call me up, don't call me up, don't call me up, no, 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 don't call me up, don't call me up, don't call me. You think you'll be able to sing the second part? If you wanna bring your Bible to teach the children about survival in Africa, or you wanna feed the needy and speak Swahili, Hakuna Matata, don't call me up. You say, don't call me up, don't call me up, don't call me up. No, 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 don't call me up, don't call me up, don't call me. It's a party, this one. So, yesterday I got a call from an old friend. Actually, he's not that old and no longer a friend. But to that end, he was saying something about my songs. How he always loved the way they touch on disparity. He started a new charity. It's for a deaf school. How many fans there, but it's cool. He said it's not much of a budget and emphasizes for a good cause. I told him I love it. I do it for the applause. Hey, if you wanna bring your Bible to teach the children about survival in Africa, or you wanna feed You said don't call me up. Don't call me up. Don't call me up. No, 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 no. Don't call me up. Don't call me up. Don't call me up. So that's when I flew to the Congo and was greeted by my old friend from Toronto playing the bongos for a bunch of kids. As they squinted against the African sun, they looked baffled at the man with the drum, but he assured me they didn't have to hear it. They could feel it since they were at one with the earth. He said, "This is the place of my birth." I said, "Oh, I thought you were from Peterborough, Ontario." But I always find myself in this scenario. Bring your Bible to teach the children about survival in Africa. Oh, you wanna feed the needy, speak Swahili. What do you say, Ottawa? Don't call me up. Don't call me up. Don't call me up. No, 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 don't call me up. Hey, Lupita, this is Kanan. How you doing?
Hey, Kay, I'm good.
I was just checking to see if you're going to that thing next week.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know, because they got me doing the Middle Eastern one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to the African one.
Oh, you doing the African one? That's cool. They got me doing the Syrian one. How about you?
Oh, they have me doing the Somali one.
What? They have you doing the Somali one?
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't they call me? Hey!